Welcome back. Well, spring break and summer vacations will be here before you know it. And when it comes to planning your trip, you want someone you trust to help you.
So why not someone who has been in the travel business for over 40 years now, has adapted to the changes in the travel industry? We're talking about Voyage Travel. Ryan Hansen is here to tell us all about what they offer. Ryan, I've already been picking your brain during the commercial break. I've kind of cheated. But, you know, we're talking about 40 years. You guys have adapted to the travel industry. What really has changed a lot in that 40 years?
You know, one of the main things that has changed is people don't just want to stamp their passport or put the pin on the map and say, I've been there. They want authentic, immersive experiences. They want to take in the food, cuisine of the local region. They want to have architectural visits to the great architectural places in Rome or wonderful wines that you want to partake in. So it's not just about, I've been there, it's I want to actually experience something special and unique.
And with that, the travel agency world has kind of adapted to the changes as well. So talk about that.
Well, clearly in 1976, the internet was just a gleam in someone's eyes. So the internet has absolutely changed the industry. But what it's done is it has brought the world to your fingertips. So it's made our travelers much more knowledgeable about the world and the destinations that they want to go to. So it's turned from being an agent and taking a reservation into a collaborative, consultative experience. We love when people come in knowing where they want to go, or at least knowing the experience they're looking for, because then we as the experts can find and match up the perfect destination for you.
That makes complete sense, because it is. You see a picture or you read something, you know, and you're like, this is something matches me. It's not always like you said before the internet. We didn't really know what we were getting into. So now that everybody has all that information at their fingertips, what really is the trends? Where is everybody wanting to go? The destination that's hot right now?
Well, what's interesting, and we talked about it as we came on, Cuba is the hot new destination.
Wow.
It's just becoming open now for travelers and tourists to head there. So we will see Cuba just blow up in regards to cruise and other tours. But to go there right now, you really need to come to Bon Voyage, because you can't just book that on the internet yourself. A 3-night stay in Havana is not at your fingertips on the internet. So you have to partner with the tour operator that we have those relationships with. That's where we become your true trusted advisor.
Definitely. And I know we were chatting a little on commercial break. Europe is still really hot. So tell us maybe the hot spots in Europe, and when's the best time to go?
You know, the best time to go is make sure you stay away from August. That's the holiday season for all of your European locals.
Learned that the hard way.
Yeah, so you don't want to be standing in line at the Vatican because everyone that is local there is going to be there. Italy is still one of the best places in the world for that romantic experience, the food, the culture. It is still the #1 place for North Americans to travel to.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. When I pick my destinations, I'm that person you were talking about earlier. I go where the food is. Sure. So I pick my destinations by looking up what are the cuisines for each. So if somebody comes in, is that what you kind of start out? Like, what is the most important thing to you? Are you the foodie? Are you the history buff? Is that kind of how you decide what's a good place for someone?
Yeah, travel is so unique and personal, right? So what means something to you? You might be foodie. You may want to trace the roots of your heritage. Yeah. So that's completely different. And so that's the beauty of working in travel. Is every person that comes in, we travel with you virtually along the way. So we put our heart and soul in it to make sure that you get the food experience you're looking for. And again, you find your relatives from the past. Diversely different tracks, but we want to make it personal.
Cool. And of course, there's places right in the U.S. that are fun to travel to. I know my parents just went to Alaska. So how do you feel about that area?
Oh, Alaska's hot. You know, right now, especially for Tucsonans, when it clips 100 degrees, why not head up north and take a cruise tour and really get an experience that you wouldn't find anywhere else?
And that's also what I love. We can go do Alaska and then flip it over and go Bora Bora like next vacation. We can get everything in between.
Over the Water Bungalow is right up my alley.
That's me.
Sign me right up.
Oh, yeah. Look how beautiful this is.
Gorgeous.
Take me there. Well, I want to live vicariously through you, because you're in the travel industry. You know where the hot spots are. So I'm going to ask you personally, where have you gone recently just to make me jealous?
Well, one of my favorite trips, and it was just recently, was China. So that you talk about a counterculture experience, but being able to see the Great Wall of China and the expansive nature, you just can't articulate it in words. A picture on the internet doesn't do it justice. You hear those phrases, but it's really true, and that's why we love travel, is you get to experience life that you wouldn't otherwise hear. And I'm an idealistic, right? So you see that maybe my problem is not as big as the world's problems, and I can kind of take it back a little bit and relax and say, you know what, I'm doing okay, but I can appreciate what others are going through.
I love that. No, I love that when we sit down with you, you really help us kind of think through all the things that we probably didn't think of ourselves. But coming to you, anything that we should have planned, like maybe how long of a time commitment or a budget, anything like that?
You know, you're right on track with those things. I think the first thing, and Tina, you mentioned it, is what do you want to experience? Are you looking for romance? Are you looking for getaway? Do you want a big city immersion? So you have to give us at least an understanding of what is like your best, most favorite memory of a vacation, and then we can help craft it. Clearly, you need to know what time frame works for your schedule if you are working or if you're retired. Two different time frames there, and what you're willing to spend. And we look at the budget. We don't use that word in our office. We use investment. It is your personal investment. Think about a dream vacation. You dream about it, you plan for it, you save for it. It's an investment.
Brilliant. Well, Ryan, I have to tell you, this has been awesome. I love the photos. I'm going to call you tomorrow because I'm ready for my dream vacation.
Let's go.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And you are invited to the Bon Voyage 40th Anniversary Travel Show this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Westin La Paloma Resort. For details, go to bvtravel.com, and for more information, call 797-1110.